Hey everybody, Stars Gaming here, back with part 18 of our Minecraft Ancient Warfare Let's Play. You may notice that I am flying around in creative mode right now, and that's because we're going to do something a little bit different this episode. I've decided, since so many of you have been requesting me show some more building on camera, that's all I'm going to do this episode, is build this building up from the ground here, and I think it's going to be a tavern. So I'm gonna go with sort of like the same look as the fishery here with that style of roof. Um, and I don't normally build in creative, but the only way I'm gonna be able to finish this in a reasonable amount of time is if I do it in creative. Before I do that, though, I want to show you what I've been working on between episodes. There's a new windmill over there. You can't see the blades from this distance, but I assure you that it's windmilling about. It's not actually powering anything right now, but it is running. I just need to route the power somewhere. And then I took some suggestions off one of the previous videos, and I built a little like park here. So there's a gazebo, there's like a fire pit, all kinds of like shrubbery and flowers and stuff, and a little fountain here. And then I used some DecoCraft bits to kind of spruce it up with the benches and the trash cans. And then what I did here to protect the NPCs from the quarry is I planted a bunch of oak trees and then just kind of threw fences in between all the way around. So that's completely blocked off now. Not sure what's going to go here, but I've got it all laid out. And then over here, we've got a lighthouse completed. I still need to build the other one here. There's a little like docks building here with a crane, some DecoCraft stuff just to make it look functional, although it's not at all functional. And then right here is going to be the main docks building, the marina, whatever you want to call it. It's just going to be another large warehouse, I think. Maybe I'll add some other stuff in there, but for the most part, it's just going to be a warehouse building. So yeah, let's get right into building this thing. And so, like I said, this is going to be a tavern, and I'm just going to kind of show you guys how I've been building these buildings. So the first thing I do is I lay out all these wood logs here just to kind of space it out, and they're in 3x3 grids, so there's 3 blocks in between any given one of these. So I'm going to lay down some cobblestone around the perimeter, and that block is not going to have one because that's going to be a doorway. And so one issue I might run into is this is awfully close to that building, and I think the roofs might be the roofs. Is there VF? I'm not sure. They might run into each other because they're so close, but I'll just kind of see what I can make work. And so that's going to be our base for now. And now I'm going to take some spruce slabs, and this is going to be our floor. And every single building I have built thus far has spruce slabs as the floor. They're half a block off the ground, and I'm just doing this to save wood because I don't have a lot of spruce. This is the only wood that we're not farming automatically, so I have to actually harvest this myself. And yeah, obviously it's not going to matter because we're in creative right now, but I'll delete this stack that I've collected, so at least it does use up some of our resources and we're not totally cheating. But yeah, like I said, there's no way I could do this fast enough outside of creative mode, and even in creative mode I think this episode's going to run a little bit long. But that's okay, because a lot of people have been requesting this and I aim to please. So getting our floor almost done, and this is going to be a 2-story building because I want the bottom floor to be like an inn, or sorry, a tavern, and then the upstairs will have small little bedrooms for rent like an inn. At least that's the plan. And so there's our floor. Now I generally run the cobblestone 2 blocks high, as you can see from all the other buildings in town, 2 blocks high. From the inside it only appears to be 1 block high because it's raised off the ground. And a nice little side bonus from that, other than saving resources by only using half of a block, is that mobs can't spawn inside the buildings even if they're not lit because it is a half slab. So let's go ahead and bring the wood up to match, and I'll just go 1 higher. because these are basically going to run all the way to the ceiling. And I apologize if I'm rushing through this, but I really doubt I'm going to be able to finish in the time I'm hoping for. So I'm going to move as fast as I can. If I finish a little bit early, then yay for me. If not, then at least I tried. So now windows. I'm not sure how many windows I want, but I definitely need to wrap around the door frame here. I think we'll probably do a window there. I guess we could just do one in every little section here. Although I don't think, probably don't need a window there. Maybe do one here. And I think we'll do, yeah, we'll do a window there. I'm not sure what's going to go here. I'm still thinking of doing like an arena coliseum type thing. Obviously it wouldn't serve much of a function, but I still think it'd be pretty badass. So, still considering that. I'll bring these up too high. And again, I like this building style because with these gridded buildings, it's really easy to make them, they're very modular. So, you know, I can have one 3x3 grid as like a kitchen, the other 3x3 grid is like a dining area. It's just really easy to plan out your buildings when they're in grids like that. When you're doing a little bit more freeform, obviously you can get a little bit more creative, but it's a little bit harder to plan out your buildings that way. And I mean, obviously if you take your time and think through it, you can do some pretty cool stuff with this style too. You can't, you know, make cool asymmetrical looking buildings necessarily, but well, I suppose you could. I mean, some of these buildings are asymmetrical. You know, they've got a, like this one here, it's got a little like deck on one side and the rest is all enclosed. You can't see it because of the sugarcane, obviously, but so that's our first floor. Now what we want to do here is I'm going to bring these up a little bit higher to match the outer ones. And because I like to make the buildings look like they're actually able to stand if they were real, I like to bring these across as if they were support beams. I do that with all the outer ones to the inner ones, with the exception of the extreme corners, because you can't do 45-degree angles in Minecraft. Just can't do it. So we'll do that. Bring this across. And looks like we're done. Let's do the same thing inside now. And I apologize if you're getting dizzy. I will eventually start doing these in like a third-person view. I'll record it. I'll have somebody on my computer recording while I build it on another computer. But right now that's just not doable. But in the future I will try to get some builds like that. And that way, you know, I can do it as more of like a montage and just kind of speed through it and talk over it. But right now, on my own, this is about all I can do. So hopefully this is enough build for you guys. I'll be doing the majority of the rest of the buildings off camera, as I have been. But I want to at least do a couple for you guys, because I know a lot of people have been asking. Okay. So that's first floor. Now, what I wanted to do here is we've got the front door here, front door there. And so what I want to do is on either side of the front doors going up is I want to have stairs to the next floor. And so I think that window is kind of poorly placed. And actually, that's going to be in the way, so I need to move this back. So yeah, that window is very poorly placed. My mouse wheel is still giving me trouble. And it's going to be night very soon. That's problematic. So these beams are giving me issues. What to do? What to do? Well, it's going to have to move. And so that will take us to the second floor. And we'll just go ahead and make the other side match. Let's actually go to bed. I'll make a cut here and come back. Okay, we're back, and here's a nice little like overview of what we've done so far. So the bottom half of the building's done. The wooden lattice frame is all done, and so I'm just going to mirror this onto this side so that you can access the second floor from either side. And it just adds a nice little bit of symmetry to the building. And so this part here is going to be a little awkward, which is partly why I didn't do a 3-block wide section there, because you're going to need to be able to walk through here. And I don't know how that's going to work with that beam there. Normally I'd play around with this and see what looks best, but I am on a time limit here. So I'm just going to kind of wing it, see how it looks, and then if I make any changes to it later, I will show you guys what I did. But let's get this all filled in. And so you might be wondering, why didn't I just do the whole upper floor with spruce slabs instead of doing the frame? But I'll show you the underside right now, and it does look pretty cool, I think, like that. I think this looks way cooler than just having, straight wood floors all the way across the top. This looks like it's actually being held up. I don't know what I'm going to put here, but yeah, I like what's going on so far. So just a couple issues. This is going to have to stay open, I imagine, because how else are you going to slide through there? Let's get these higher up, because we're going to continue this. I think if we start our roof right about there, that's about even with that, and I think we should clear this. So I'll take a look and see if I've got my spacing right, because I'm not sure how many blocks tall the fishery is. It looks like it's about the same, and yeah, this starts one above the horizontal, so that's about right. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. So I think we should start doing that, just so we can kind of get an idea of what we're doing here. 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And over here as well. Okay, so that gives me a rough idea of what I'm working with. This I want to keep open. These will go up to the ceiling though, just so the ceiling looks like it's being held up as well. You know what, let's throw the roof on, and that'll give us a better idea of the space we have. And so this roof always throws me off. It never fails to mess me up when I'm trying to do it. So these stairs are on either side of it. Yeah, so that actually is going to move. That's not going to be there. Whoops. Yeah, this roof is kind of tricky, and like I said, every once in a while I'll go to do it and I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. So that needs to go there. That'll be 2, and this should be 3. Yep. Let's actually fill that in now that we know the numbers. Oops. Oh man. That's one thing I hate about creative is, oh geez, it's this one. Is I don't like being able to break blocks with one hit. It's handy when you're trying to like clear ground, but most of the time I just end up punching things out that I don't mean to. And so I avoid creative mode like the plague. But like I said, that's really the only way we'll be able to get this done. And even then, I don't know. Okay. So last 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. And now let's take our walls up. So we just take them all the way up to the wood there. And now we can kind of ignore the outer part, or actually I'll just fill it in. And I always do the undersides as well, just so the slope is as natural as it is on top. Not super critical, obviously, but if you're going for the same aesthetic, just letting you know, I do always do that. So there we go. We can bring this over one more. That will close that one off. And then that should do it for this side. So there's one little section. Obviously it's going to need to continue all the way up. But that'll give us an idea of what we're dealing with here. And so that's kind of tight. But I think we'll be okay. This corner is going to be a little awkward just because it's going to be so low. But what are you going to do? I kind of ran into the same issue with my windmill over off behind me, the new one. I accidentally built it an even number across. And so I had to decide which side I wanted to offset the windmill to, because I obviously couldn't center it on an even number. And so, here, I'll go closer so you can see it. If you look straight on, you can tell it's actually slightly off to the left. But it's not too bad, and from a distance you can't even see the blades anyway, so yeah, not a huge deal. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. There we go. And oh, I forgot that one. That, whoops. I really don't like stairs, in case you guys haven't caught on yet. I'm sure I've said it a million times, but I just hate placing stairs. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Okay, so how's this look? We come up the stairs, and yeah, I think there's enough room. And we walk in here. Okay. I might need to fence this off so you don't accidentally fall down there. But that shouldn't be too much trouble. I wish I could put a block there, though. I don't like breaking the pattern. But oh well. Okay, so these... I don't know if I'm going to leave this open or what, but this is going to need to come up like that. So let's continue that. And I'm afraid to check the time. I don't know. I mean, if this runs long, it runs long. And, you know, some people, if people who are interested will watch the whole thing. If they're not, they won't. But then you can't say I never did a build on camera. Okay. So, this is actually going to be a huge roof. I think it's going to end up higher than that one. Yeah, definitely. Because this is going to continue up to here. This actually is going to be like so. Whoops. And these will run across. Like that. And we'll do the same thing here. And what I usually do is on top of these, I throw a jungle wood slab just to kind of finish the peak. But this will look really cool on the inside. Like the roof's actually being held up by these giant wood frames. Unfortunately, this isn't going to work very well. Although I could just bring it right up from the middle. I could take these out and just do something like this. And that might actually be a better idea since I can't place that one there. And so, yeah, that looks like it's being all held up. So, I don't know. I mean, if I can't finish this completely on camera, I don't know if you guys prefer to see the roof or the interior. I know some people said they were interested in seeing how the roof was built, so I guess I'll go ahead and finish some of it just so you can see, because this is a really tricky roof to build. You know, basic triangle slope isn't so bad, but when you're trying to bring four of them together, it can get really tricky. And actually, it looks like we are just going to clear that. Just barely. And I can just bring this all the way across like that. And that there. And so you're basically just running the two corners into each other like that. And that's really all there is to it. Looks like it's getting dark, so I'm going to start throwing down, I'll make a cut here, I'll start throwing down some more roof, and then go to bed, and then come back when it's light out. Actually, I think I can go to bed right now, so let's just do that. I'll see you in a second. Okay, we're back, and I checked the time while I was off the clock there, and we're at about 20 minutes. Is that a red? Oh, it's a zombie. It's a little zombie with a gold thing on his head. Gold helmet. Yeah, so we're about 20 minutes. I would like to finish the build on camera, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just finish the outer part and decorate it in the next episode. You guys can let me know what you think about that. Although I do pre-record these, so it might just happen anyways. So let's get this going up. And you know what? Actually, for the sake of time, since I do have one whole side finished, I'll just finish off this side so you guys can see what it looks like done. And, you know, hopefully that's enough for you. So what I generally do is I come down here, do these so that it looks like the same slope on either side. And let's do the same thing here. And I bring this out one. Then from here, I do one block like this. So upside down facing out. On that block, I do a stair going upward facing out. And then on this one, I do another stair just like that. And so that's how I get those things sticking out there. And then to finish it off, I just slab this whole thing with jungle all the way across. So let's do it on this side, and then I will call it a day for the roof, and we'll do a little bit of interior stuff and then end the episode. Because obviously you don't need to see me mirror the thing over to the other side of the roof. There is no point. So let's just finish this here. And that's not right. So there we go. Do one upside down, one right side up, and another right side up. So there you have it. That's your roof. Just mirror it over to the other 3 or 4 sides. Or 2 or 3 sides, sorry. And yeah. So up here, I don't know what's going to go up here. Well, I do know what's going to go up here. Like little bedrooms, but I don't know how I'm going to divide it up. I might do each grid. Hey. I'm gonna kill you. Where are you? In the water, I bet. No. He can't get in. There's no way to get in. There you are. Okay. Peace and quiet. Now then. So I'll probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll bring these up part way and then wall this off, and each one of these will be a little bedroom with like a bed here, bed here, bed here, something like that. But down here, this is the more interesting part. So what I want here is some walls, I think, and this center part here is gonna be the bar. So that's gonna be the bar, and then on either side, away from the stairs, and actually there's not as much room as I thought there'd be, I want like tables. So we're in creative mode. I guess I'll just probably done with that. I think I'm gonna do stone slabs for the bar. So I'll do something like this. Actually, you know what? I want that side open, and we'll do the same thing here. And then we'll do like trap doors for the thing to get in and out. And actually, I want it on this side. There we go. And now I'm gonna do this with oak wood, but I might change it. I don't know if, you know, I'm gonna back this off by 1. I'm gonna do it along here because I want to have shelves with some deco craft bottles maybe on here, like a real bar would have. So there we go. I'm gonna drop a torch here just to be safe, because obviously I may forget to light that properly. But yeah, that's gonna be the little bar, and then you wrap around here, head upstairs, and that's the end. So let's see, what do we need? We need something. I really hope that's just my fire pit. Let's see. Tables. We actually have tables. I don't know how they look. That's kind of ugly. Not terrible though. How do I want to do this? Do like a table there. Maybe a table in the corner of each of these. It's like weirdly dark. The DecoCraft stuff reacts really awkwardly to light. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not actually happy with any of these. So, you know what? I'm going to do the old fence and pressure plate. I don't know where these zombies are coming from. I have the whole area fairly well lit. So there is that. And I suppose I could bring these out slightly, like a bigger table. I don't want too much space taken up, though. So, I am going to hide a... what is going on, dude? I don't know where he is. Oh well. But yeah, this area is really well lit. I don't know where they're coming from. So, tables. Jeez. Is that going to be enough room? I really don't want to leave like a tiny walkway to get past. So, I think I might just do this like 2. Like so. And then we'll put chair, chair, and like chair. Like that. And let's get some DecoCraft chairs. Again, not my favorite, but they'll do the job. And you can actually sit in these, which is kind of cool. So I can actually sit down and, yeah. So chair, chair, and chair. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do about bar stools. I'll have to figure something out. But I would like to do some kind of bar stool. I don't need those, I don't think. So let's get that fence back out. And let's see, chair, chair, chair. Okay, so that's still plenty of room to squeeze past here and get up the stairs. So I'm okay with that. Now, with this, how do these look? Like, that looks kind of awkward, having chairs in front of a bar like that. I might just leave that open. I wish these didn't look so red. But the stone ones look just as bad, so. What are you going to do? I know there's some DecoCraft shelves. I don't know how they look, so let's test some out. It's not terrible. Again, they respond really awkwardly to the light, though. So what I may do is just use slabs instead. And can I put bottles in here? Wine bottle and ship in a bottle. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's not going to fit there. But I can throw these here. So that's kind of cool. And I guess I could bring these up. No, I can't. I'll figure something out. Oh, that looks way better. What's going on? It must be the shaders. Yeah, it must be the shaders. But there's our bar for now. I'm gonna get some torches down, and I think we'll just break off the episode because I've got most everything done that I was hoping to get done. Obviously, the roof needs to get finished, but that doesn't need to happen on camera. I would like to put like a way to get back to that other room. Now that there's like a kind of a wall in the way. Maybe I'll put like a little door there. But yeah, that is our tavern. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. I hope it helped if you were, trying to emulate my builds or something like that. I was thinking, when I finish this city, I might post the world file so you guys can download it and play for yourselves. But I probably won't do that until the city is 100% complete. So I'm gonna go to bed and break off the episode here. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you back here for episode 19 of our Minecraft Ancient Warfare Let's Play.